What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, bringing you a video from the hotel lobby. Now, today was a crazy day, and honestly, we're going to get into it, but first thing I want to do is show you guys SPY, because SPY started off very well, had a good day, and then within the last hour and 15 minutes, it just started tanking. And I think you guys can kind of see it. It was around 478 and just started dropping off. Let's just have a look on Robinhood, because it will show you guys exactly what I mean, like in detail, and you'll really see exactly what I mean. It was a very weird ending to the day for SPY, but yeah, overall it was a very good day, so I'm happy with that. And let's just have a look. It was a very strange day. For SPY. I mean, overall, I had a good day with trading, and the callouts were hot. In the group, in the Discord, we were hot. But look at that. We hit almost 479 at one point, then suddenly just tanked to 475.99, so just under 476 at closing. Obviously, it started to rise back up again after hours. I don't know what that's all about. Let's get into the main stocks of the day. We're going to talk about the Chinese stocks. The Chinese stocks went nuts today. Baidu, Alibaba, Didi, and pretty much mainly because the Chinese government announced that they're probably going to reduce income taxes. That was the main news. So amongst all the difficulties through COVID and the Omicron variant and all the different things that have been happening over the past year to 18 months, finally Chinese stocks had a good day, and it was all lovely and all well and good, wasn't it? There you go. So Baidu, we did a call out for Baidu in the group. I'll post that. I'll show you guys that. We got in when it was around 142, with $145 calls expiring next week. These ran up like crazy. And funny enough, if we had actually just traded the Baidu calls expiring tomorrow, we would have turned around, I think, $50 or $60 into over $1,000. So that's ridiculous. Alibaba as well did its thing, dropped down to $110 before rallying upwards again. Look at that. From around 112 all the way up to highs of $124. Just rallied. Didi as well had a good day. Can you imagine Didi? If Didi's having a good day, then you know it's a good day for the Chinese stocks, because Didi is a difficult one when it comes to making money. Look at it over the past 3 months. There you go. Now I want to look at the electric vehicle sector, because, well, in fact, you know what? Let's look at NIO, because NIO is in the electric vehicle sector and also a Chinese stock. So let's have a look at NIO. But yes, NIO had a good day. Very good day, actually. Went up to $32.50 from being $27. It ran up. It was at $33 at one point. It ran up today. Almost 15% in one single trading day. NIO had a great day. Now let's look at ChargePoint, because ChargePoint is part of the electric vehicle sector. Obviously, you guys know about the charging stations, the batteries. Look at ChargePoint, up almost 9% on the day. At one point, it was up 11%. Then it started to sell off. When SPY started to sell off that last hour, ChargePoint did great. Let's look at Blink charging. And you guys, it was a good day for the electric vehicle sector, for the charging stations, for all of that. There you go. And of course, we're going to touch on Lucid as well. So Blink had around 8% gain at one point today. Lucid did its thing, ran up to close to $39.50 and then started selling off. But I'm telling you guys, if you got in at open with any of these electric vehicle stocks, if any of these Chinese stocks, and sold after a few hours, you would have made double, triple your money with options expiring this year, because tomorrow is December 31st, so it's the last day of the year. But it was a great day. It was a very good day for those stocks. Now I look at some different stocks like Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, because they didn't have the best of days. The Chinese stocks were the ones that were running today. Microsoft, just like Facebook, I'll show you in a second. Microsoft ran up, first hour of market open, and just sold off heavily the rest of the day. About almost 0.5%. Facebook, let's have a look. Facebook had a kind of choppy day. It was up and down, didn't really know what it wanted to do. Apple, on the other hand, Apple showed a clear direction. It went up, and then after it went up, it just started tanking down. It hit $180 around the resistance, 180.46, and then just sold off. Just drop. It dropped it like it's hot. So it was a tough day for Apple, but I'm still enthusiastic on the longer term view. it's always at a discount. Basically, Apple is one of those stocks you just buy and hold for long term. So if you are a shareholder long term, you shouldn't be worried. You should be good with that one. And I think I would like to also look at the social media stocks, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, because they had interesting days as well. Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter all had similar charts today. Snapchat ran up around 3.5%, and then just as Spy started to sell off, Snapchat started to sell off as well. Pinterest is pretty similar, but Pinterest still had a solid day. It gained around 5.56% on the day. At one point, it was up 7% on the day. Here we go, 7% on a day. So Pinterest had a pretty good day as well. Twitter, lastly for social media stocks, same thing. Ended the day around up 4%. At one point was up just over 5%. And if you had locked in profits before SPY started setting off, you would have made money. Now, I think you would have made money either way with Twitter, but my point here is lock in profits when you have the chance. I've talked about this many times in my Discord. I talked about this many times. Everywhere I talk about this. When you make profits, if you can afford to lock in profits, you do it. And when I say if you can afford to, I mean if you're on a platform like Webull, Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, all the other platforms which are not Robinhood, if you have an account under 25k. If you have an account over 25k, you should be locking in profits on Robinhood. So yeah, Baidu was the play of the day, maybe the play of the week, because we got in fact, we got written, yeah, around here, under $142 when it was up 4% a day. It ran up to a point where it was up almost 12% a day, and we banked off this one. We went for the $145 calls expiring January 7th, which is next week, Friday, but it was in the money within an hour, and it just continued to rise, continued to rally until it hit about $152. So I think I got out just under $152, so near the top. So I was pretty proud of that trade. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of opportunity in this market. It isn't easy, but it's definitely possible. Now, let's have a look at the airlines. I'll go first with American Airlines because this had a choppy day and ended up selling off towards the end of the day. It was up first couple hours, then sold off the rest of the day. I don't know what's going on with American Airlines. I don't know what's going on with the cruise lines as well. It's a bit of a difficult period of time for them. Carnival sold off today, dropped around 5% in a couple hours. Airlines are struggling, cruise lines are struggling. There's not really a lot going for them in this period of time. You guys know we're in a global pandemic. A lot of companies are suffering. A lot of companies are trying to make profits at a time like this, and they're struggling because they're not getting enough people, because people cannot travel. Why can't people travel? You guys know why. Because of the virus, because of people not vaccinated, because of so many different reasons. So it's been a tough time for the airlines. Now I want to look at a couple of different stocks which you see on the right side here, Netflix and Tesla. So first we'll go with Tesla. 1,070 bucks right now. So let's start with Tesla. See these three EMA lines I've been using, or three MA lines I've been using. They've been helping me make trades. So if you want to join the Discord to get the solid trades, come join the Discord. You can understand how to use these MA lines as well. But Tesla has been setting off today. It finished the day down 1.5%. It's trending towards this bottom MA line here. I think it's going to get near that level and bounce up. So it could almost be a time for Tesla calls when it gets to around $1,063. So make sure you keep your eyes out on Tesla. If you're in the Discord, then don't worry, I've got you. I'll be looking at that. Netflix as well has earnings on the 12th of January, I believe. It should be here, to be honest. Should tell you. Here we go. Oh, 20th of January. Okay, 20th of January. Netflix, similar to Tesla, expected to trend towards this MA line, this white line here, around 610, and then start trending upwards. In anticipation of earnings, it could start running up. Netflix, a similar idea, like I mentioned, and it's going to start uptrending again, I believe, in anticipation of earnings.